back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Get right into it. Melo, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving is pushing for Carmelo Anthony to get signed by the Brooklyn Nets, and that's what you're supposed to do, man. At the end of the day, you know, white people stick together. Jews stick together, Arabs stick together, Indians stick together, Asians stick together, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans. You know, you supposed to stick together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to do. And also talk about what Charles Oakley said, and I kind of agree with what he said about the Melo situation to a certain extent. And I'll link that article in the description, on the article link to the drop-down box. But yeah, I agree. That's what you're supposed to do. Real ones do real things, man. At the end of the day, Brooklyn don't have nothing to lose unless Carmelo priced himself out. Now, I heard he's supposed to have some type of unofficial tryout or scrimmage with the New York Knicks. And at the end of the day, you know, in due time, you know, the true feelings are going to be revealed about all these leagues. And people said, you know, they blackballing Kaepernick out the league, and now they blackballing Melo. Now, at least we know why they blackballing Colin Kaepernick. We have no reason to know why they blackballing Melo. We can just, you know, guess, and we can just, you know, say that we know, but we really don't know. You know, and maybe his attitude, and maybe he don't want to play his role. We talk about this in the comment section all the time. You really don't know. But, you know, he had his chances. It didn't work in Oklahoma, it didn't work in Houston, and it seemed like he might be a bad luck charm. You know, but it's a good thing that KD and Carmelo Anthony, KD and Kyrie doing the real thing and pushing for him to get in the league. See, it's kind of like that this Black Power movement, that Black All Lives movement, or when the Gucci thing come up, or, you know, whatever the situation may be, it's trendy, you know. But after a week, after 2 weeks, 4 weeks, a month and a half, 6, 8 weeks, people tend to forget what actually happened, and we back to ground one. We back to the root. We back to rocking Gucci. We back to forgetting about what the cause was. We forgetting. See, when one of them kids get touched or get killed by the police, or you know, innocent black man get profiled and they got guns to his head because he jaywalked or whatever the situation may be. We in a moment, you know, a lot of people, whoa, this is an outrage, but after short term, people forget that shit, and then until the next outrage thing come on, they never piece it together. No matter how close they are together, they never really piece it together. Like, and it becomes we need a solution. We don't never have a solution. We do short term picketing, short term, you know, rioting. Never a solution, never a permanent solution to our problem. And you know, with these leagues, you know, they gonna show their hand in real time. In real time, man. At the end of the day, at some point, Carmelo gonna have to, you know, speak up and say what really happened. He going on like, oh, I don't know what's going on, and this and that and that and this. Like, dude, you know why you getting blackballed. It's taboo to speak on it, but hey, it is what it is. But Kyrie and Kevin Durant gonna try to at least push for you to get a job. Then that's cool. That's nothing but love right there, man. That's what real ones do. If they your mans, you know, and they got power in Brooklyn, see, what they should have did is say, we assigned to Brooklyn or New York, long as y'all bring Melo. But I don't think they think the Melo thing was going to get this bad, but it was already pretty bad. And if they can get him on there, and the new owner, Joseph Tsai, he ended up sewing up, the deal become official for him to buy the Brooklyn Nets. You know, he's a CEO of Alibaba. It's like internet, it's one of the 5 biggest internet companies. I think Amazon is like number 1, and Google on there as well, because, you know, Google got YouTube as well. But he in the top 5, I think, or his company in the top 5, and he bought the Barclays Center from Miguel Proverhoff, the Russian. He bought the Nets from him too. Now, I'm not sure if the deals are official, but I know the Barclays Center deal ain't official. But Proverhoff owned the Barclays Center, and he owned the Brooklyn Nets. So it's supposed to be over a $3 billion deal. When you got it, you got it. So we'll see what Joseph Tsai head is. I seen him do a few interviews. I don't know about his political views or his views in the black community, but he's an Asian guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what his views are, but we'll see, man. With new ownership coming in, maybe they feel like, you know, they listen to their guys. But we see how much power Kevin Durant and Kyrie got. They can get Melo in when LeBron couldn't. You know, it is what it is. But people tend to forget. When the season get to going, all this excitement, this NBA jams type of NBA. You got Harden, Westbrook, where you got Kyrie and Kevin Durant eventually, probably next year, next 18, 2 years, never know if Kevin Durant will get back. You got LeBron and AD, you got Zion and Lonzo. You got all this new NBA landscape. People gonna forget about Melo. When the ball get tipped and the Christmas games get to rolling around, the playoff, Melo gonna be a forgotten memory. And that's why I said people quick to forget the root of the cause. People forget the cause. When ain't nothing going on and the NBA is on the down, just an even kill, and a lot of shit ain't going on and died down. Now people want to reach for a story and be like, oh, Melo. Same thing in the NFL. The season ain't started yet. It's Kaepernick. After a while, people gonna forget about that shit. And when nothing ain't going on, or if Carmelo or Kaepernick make a roar about it, or something else racial come up, then it'll be a big hoopla. You feel me? And that's just how it's gonna boil down. But about what Big Oak said, Charles Oakley, man, one of the meanest, grimiest dudes in the NBA, man, on the 90s and the 80s, I believe. And he basically said that, you know, it's a travesty, or it's crazy that Dwight Howard get a second chance in the NBA, or get a chance in the NBA, get a chance to sign with the Lakers before Carmelo, and how LeBron, you know, Dwight get a chance to play with LeBron, and they couldn't do it for Melo. And I agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? LeBron supposed to be almighty, all powerful, power player in the NBA, and he can't get his boy Melo a job. But then it get to the point where people saying, well, you know, LeBron can't do it. At the end of the day, this is a dude that has organizations by the balls. You know, he bullying organizations to give up their best player. You know, they do everything. Oh, the ratings down because LeBron not in the playoff. The commissioner said that. And for Dwight Howard to get another shot after everything he been through, the whole she-male tranny thing, and the whole, you know, back injury, the whole childish, the whole groping his teammates and shit, man, some of the most fishy borderline activity going on. You know, that just shows you that Dwight Howard ain't burned bridges on the corporate level. Dwight Howard's a nice, grinning, Magic Johnson smiling type of dude, man. And they like him. You know what I'm saying? They like Magic. They like Dwight Howard. He ain't burned the bridges to the corporate world. Now he might have 1,000 baby mamas. He was this hardcore Christian coming into the NBA, and you know, and they turned him out on, you know, going out to the titty bar, and then he just, you know, went crazy. It's kind of like, you know, sheltering a kid from the world, and then they get a taste of the real world. You know, they get a taste of McDonald's. You had them eating, you know, clean their whole life. They get a taste of hitting the club. They get a taste of the titty bar. And they've been sheltered their whole life, and they just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, with Dwight, he just ain't burned his corporate bridges like Carmelo. He probably was a good dude in the locker room, and the whole thing with Stan Van Gundy, he probably did what they asked him to do. You know, he probably didn't disrespect nobody to the point Melo did. But yeah, it's crazy that Dwight get another chance in LA after how he flaked out before. He get another chance in NBA, injuries and all this other shit. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, Dwight Howard probably a better player than Carmelo Anthony in general. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, made it to NBA. From people say, well, the Nuggets would have made the championship if they was in the East. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk. Dwight Howard was a dominant player. Carmelo might have put 25 points up a game and all that shit, but he never was a part of winning basketball until Chauncey came over. He got jealous because Chauncey was getting too much credit. He said that shit. That shit crazy. You know? So, it is what it is. I agree with Big O. It's sad that it gotta be that way. It's sad that it gotta play that way. But, hey, after Dwight Howard just didn't burn the bridges that Carmelo did. Or Dwight Howard is simply boiled down to it. Sometimes we overthink shit. It may simply boil down to Carmelo Anthony just can't play no more in this NBA. And Dwight Howard, at the end of the day, when you look at it, it ain't too many 7-footers that can walk and chew bubblegum no more. And Dwight Howard's a 7-footer that can put the ball in the hole. He can dunk it. He can stop the ball from being put in the hole. And he can catch an alley-oop. He can defend. The bare minimum. The small things you need a player to do in the NBA to be successful, the tangible things and some intangibles, Dwight Howard got them. Defense, block, hustle, rebound. He was an overglorified hustler, you know what I'm saying, on the court. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFeelingOneBox, get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Check out my website, promo code description. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Reach out to the email. All those links in the description, man. Intro instrumental link in the description as well. And also, if you want to, check out my other channel. If you're a fan of Detroit, Michigan, football, Michigan State, football, basketball, I cover the whole metro area and college sports. So check it out. Motor City Sports Talk is the name of the channel. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. We go. Make sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go.